I did not expect this trade to go down today. Julius Randle and Donte DiVincenzo have been traded to the Minnesota Timberwolves for Karl-Anthony Towns. New York also sent a first-round pick to Minnesota. It was a pick via Detroit, but I didn't see that pick here in 2K, so I just went ahead and threw in this Dallas pick. And let's go ahead and get this trade done. The New York Knicks get a multiple-time All-Star in Karl-Anthony Towns, but they lose one of their sharpshooters in Donte DiVincenzo, and they lose a guy who was an All-Star for their team in Julius Randle. As for the Minnesota Timberwolves, they add Randle, who's coming off a year where he missed quite a bit of time with injury, and he is on the last year of his contract. And they also get DiVincenzo. I love the DiVincenzo pickup. I think the shooting, the big-time shot making, that's going to be nice for Minnesota 100%. Let me know who you all think won the trade. Today, we're going to leave it up to 2K to see who won the move. We're going to be simulating 5 seasons, the ultimate goal to see if either one of these teams can win a championship as a result of this move. And real quick, if your name starts with the letters A through Z, you should subscribe to the channel. That was a terrible way to beg for subscribers, but we're trying to hit 100K. I'm running out of ways to ask. Season is over with. Luka Doncic, of course, wins MVP. That's pretty much a staple of these 2K simulations. Tibbs is your coach of the year for New York. They won 65 games with Cat. Now, the Knicks also have Mikal Bridges, who they recently added. They've got a reloaded roster for sure. Anthony Edwards, All-NBA second team, averaging 31. And there's Jalen Brunson, who also averaged 31, made All-NBA third team. The Wolves won 59 games. They were second in the West. And the Knicks were first over in the East with their 65 Ws. Now, checking out the stats for New York, Karl-Anthony Towns actually came off the bench a couple games. I don't know what Tibbs was experimenting with, but ultimately, Cat started for most of the season, averaging 21 points and 9 rebounds, shooting 37% from beyond the arc. Now let's check out what was going on in Minnesota. Looks like Julius Randle was incredible. He averaged 21 and 9. It's important to note that Randle was on an expiring contract, but the Wolves actually signed him to an extension as a result of his great play. Also, Donte DiVincenzo was solid with 12 points, shooting 35 from 3. Low-key, expected him to be a little bit better than that, but not too shabby from DiVincenzo at all. And the Wolves brought D Rose to the team. Oh, man. Hopefully Derek can win a chip. I know he's retired technically in real life, but let's let him rock. In round 1, the Minnesota Timberwolves will be taking on the Suns. We saw these teams face off in the 2024 playoffs, and the Wolves absolutely cooked them. And then over in the East, the Knicks got the Celtics. The Celtics are the 8th seed. 2K, what are we doing? Injuries are off in this, by the way. I don't know how the C's finished in 8th. Oh, man, poor New York. They're down 2-1 to the Celtics right now. Wolves are up 2-1 on the Suns. Both these series are tied up at 2 apiece. We got game 5s on the way. First, we're going to check out the game 5 between the Celtics and Knicks. Then we'll head over west. This game wasn't too close. The Celtics get the W. Tatum 33. Yeah, man. I mean, come on. First round, we couldn't have gave the Knicks some skill-based matchmaking. Man, they won 65 games, fought hard for the 1 seed just to face the Celtics. That's tragic. Now we'll head over west. We've got Suns Wolves game 5, and the Wolves are going to get the W. Anthony Edwards 43 points. I know it was close at the end, but the Wolves were in control all the way through, trust me. Now let's head back east, where the Celtics can eliminate the Knicks right here. That would be a disappointment to lose in round 1. Come on, New York, fight back. Oh no! Oh no, New York is out of here to the Celtics. I mean, they were going to have to see the Celtics eventually, but seeing them in round 1 is insanity. Now Minnesota is going to be battling against the Suns here in game 6, and this one's looking kind of close. Never mind, the Suns create separation late, end up getting the W. 30 from Book, leading Phoenix to the win. 31 from Edwards is not enough. And we've got Wolves Suns game 7. Ant versus KD. Trip to round 2 on the line. And Anthony Edwards is showing that he's not next up. He's up now. 39 points. Game 7 W. Kevin Durant puts up 26. That's not going to cut it, Unc. Timberwolves move on to round 2, but they've got a tough opponent, the Oklahoma City Thunder. We call them the Oklahoma City Avengers here in 2K because they're overpowered. It's a 1-1 series after 2 games. Thunder win game 3, we win game 4. All right, here we go. Game 5 on the way. And the T-Wolves, big W, 20-point win. The Thunder couldn't handle the Randle. 25 from Julius. Game 6 on the way. And the Wolves with a 10-point W. DiVincenzo, their trade addition, has turned it up for the playoffs, averaging 17 points per night. He put up 21, the leading scorer in Game 7. So now Minnesota will be taking on the Warriors. Man, I'm a Warriors fan and I don't understand this. Here we go. Game 1 will go to the Wolves. They win Game 2 as well. Warriors take Game 3. Wolves win Game 4. They're out of there in 5. So it's Wolves Celtics. The Celtics looking to repeat in the NBA Finals. They beat the New York Knicks in the first round. Here we go. Game 1 of the series will go to Minnesota. Wolves win Game 2 as well. And oh my goodness, this isn't even going to be close. The Wolves sweep the finals. Trading Cat was the right decision as Anthony Edwards averages 37 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. But we still got 4 more seasons to go to see if New York can win a championship of their own. Or maybe the Wolves, they could start building a dynasty. Who knows? Checking out the playoff stats for the Knicks, their playoff run was more like a playoff jog around the block. It was short-lived for sure. But here's what their numbers were looking like. Cat and Brunson were good. And then Randle. Man, Randle was nice. Conley did his thing. DiVincenzo was good. This was a winning trade for the Timberwolves 100%. As for New York, I don't really know. I mean, they had to take on the Celtics. So I don't know if it's fair to say they even lost the trade. Timberwolves roster, though, it's looking nice. They really look like they can repeat with the improvement of Rob Dillingham and Anthony Edwards. As for the Knicks, they didn't see as much improvement. I mean, Tyler Kolek got better for them, so that might help some. But if you're New York, you just got to show up in playoff time, man. Because if the Wolves go out there and win another championship, that's going to be a bad look for the Knicks. Then it's going to really look like they lost the trade. So far, though, New York is opening up the season pretty strong. They're the #1 seed. Maybe they go for a run at the Larry O.B. this year. Season is over with. There you go again, Luka. DiVincenzo, 6th man of the year. Yo, the Wolves are cooking. Chris Finch, coach of the year. Things can't get any better for Minnesota in their quest for a repeat. Anthony Edwards, second team, he averaged 34, because why wouldn't he average 34? Did Brunson not make All-NBA? That's kind of shocking. But the Knicks, they were really good. They won 55 games on the year. Brunson averaged 31. Mikal averaged 20. So did Cat. You had 3 guys averaging 20 plus, but then it was a steep drop off from there for sure. As for the Wolves, it was Randle and Ant once again. Dillingham was also stepping up this year. DiVincenzo, we saw him as the 6th man of the year. But with both of our teams being the #1 seeds in their respective conferences, maybe we could see a Wolves-Knicks finals matchup. But maybe not. The Knicks got the Celtics again. They can't catch a break. How do the Celtics end up so trash in these? Well, the Wolves are dominating against Denver, which is kind of shocking, to be honest with you, because the Nuggets, y'all saw their roster. It still looks nice. As for the Knicks, they got a big Game 5 on the way against the Celtics, and they're going to get the win. That was much needed for New York. Brunson, 35. He understood the importance of that game. And now the Knicks are looking to close out this series in 6. They'll do exactly that with a 12-point dub. Mikal, 36. Brunson, 32. Cat, 30. That's crazy. They combined for 99 points. Shout out Jay Crowder. Tatum, 48 points in this one. It wasn't enough. And then the Wolves, they were up 3-0 against the Nuggets. All of a sudden, Denver's fighting back. Oh, no. Minnesota. Yo, what y'all got going on? They're about to lose right here. Ant with 42. And the Nuggets, just a good team game, I guess. Malachi Flynn, he had a 50-point game. Not in that game, but in real life, he did drop 50 with the Pistons. Anyway, Game 7 on the way. Nuggets, Wolves. Denver looking to make a 3-0 comeback, but they're going to fall short. 30 and 18 from Randle. Man, the Nuggets couldn't handle the Randle. He's too nice. Wolves move on to take on the Pelicans, who who have a really good looking roster for sure. And then as for the New York Knicks, they'll be taking on the Miami Heat. Okay, the Wolves and Pels are tied up at 2 apiece. Knicks are up 2-1 on the Heat. So far this time, it looks like the Minnesota Timberwolves have been struggling a little bit more than the New York Knicks. But the Wolves are going to get a pivotal Game 5 win. It's Anthony Edwards showing up with 48, Randall with 31, DiVincenzo with 22. Wolves take a 3-2 lead. Meanwhile, the Knicks, they're in control. They're up 3-1 on the Miami Heat. They just punched their ticket to the conference finals. It's not going to be so easy for Minnesota though, as Z gives them 37 and they're headed to a Game 7. And we got a close one. I got to jump in right here. Minute 43 left. Wolves are up by 2. And as we hop in, we see Clint Capella at the foul line for the New Orleans Pelicans. So Capella can get this Wolves lead down, but he's not the best free throw shooter. He misses the first. Second one for Clint is good. Cash Money Clint puts the Pels within 1. Let's see what Minnesota's about to do. Ball will go into Ant. He's defended by Murray, who is good on the defensive side of the ball. Edwards will get the screen from Julius Randle, step into the open 3. He can't hit it. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Pelicans with a chance to take the lead right here. It's Ingram going to the basket on Randle. Gonna pull a mid-range. That's a bad shot. Shout out Paul George. Brandon Clark will grab the rebound and give it up to Ant Edwards. Edwards going right at Murray, straight to the basket. He's blocked by Clint Capella. But the Wolves will regain possession of the ball. Still 15 seconds left on the shot clock as well. Clark to Randle to Edwards. Ant blows by. DeJounte almost posterizes Capella, but misses the dunk. Now the Pelicans are moving in transition. It's Murray with the rock, defended by Dillingham. It'll go to Ingram in the corner. Ingram going at McDaniels. Great block from Jaden McDaniels. Now here's Randle with it for Minnesota. Julius attacking the basket, going at McCollum, swings it out to McDaniels, back to Randle for a mid-range. There's the greatest shooter to wear number 30, giving the Timberwolves a 3-point lead. But the Pelicans are very much in this game. Plenty of time. With about 35 seconds left, they're only down by 3. Ball will go to Zion. Zion hop step, puts up the tough layup, misses. Capella's there on the glass, but he can't convert on the tip-in. Now the Pelicans are in a spot where they do not have to foul, but they most definitely need a stop here. And Anthony Edwards is looking to get a bucket. Before he goes in attack mode, though, he's going to waste a little bit of time. Now Ant's going to the basket. He bumps DeJounte, and it looks like he just sealed the deal here in Game 7. Murray going to give it up to Z for an open 3. Zion can't hit it. That'll do it. The Minnesota Timberwolves keep their run going. Their quest for a repeat continues as Randle had a big game. He hit that big mid-range. And now the Wolves will be taking on the Thunder, who were somehow the 7th seed. As for the Knicks, they got the Pacers. These two teams have a little bit of history. Both series are tied up at 2 apiece headed into Game 5. We're most definitely going to be in the Simcast here. Knicks, they didn't even make it close. They absolutely smacked the Pacers. Cat 28-11, Brunson 27-11. Let's see what the Wolves are about to do in their Game 5. Oh, they're going to get a W as well. 41 from Ant, 23-11 from Randle. Now New York can close it out in 6 as we head over east. But they're not going to do that. The Pacers, they're not done yet as Hallie has a monster game. Back west, we've got Game 6 of Wolves Thunder. And the Minnesota Timberwolves close this one out. 47 from Randle. Come on, man. So Minnesota is in the finals. Will they face New York or will they take on Indiana? I gotta see them face New York. The Knicks have a chance here. Minute 24 left. They're down 5 against Indiana. It's going to be an uphill battle, but they can make it happen. There's a chance. And if we get Knicks Wolves in the finals, that'll give us a real look at who won this trade move in the eyes of 2K. Andrew Nembhard has the ball. It goes down to Pascal Siakam. Spicy P fakes a couple times. He'll swing it back out to Nembhard. Nembhard going to give Brunson a fake. Not much time left here for the Pacers to get a shot up, and Andrew Nembhard doesn't seem to have any sense of urgency, pulls the tough shot and misses it. New York with the rebound. They needed that stop right there. Anunoby will give it to Brunson. Brunson swings it to Bridges. I notice Cat isn't in the game right now. He might be fouled out. It'll go back out to Brunson. Brunson puts up the floater, misses it. The Knicks needed that, and now they're fouling Indiana. Why is James Wiseman in the game for the Pacers? I don't know. Oh, there's Cat. He just subbed in for New York. There you go. Might be too little too late, though. Siakam will give it into TJ McConnell. Pacers playoff legend. He had some big performances for them in the 24 playoffs. McConnell swings it to Mathurin. Mathurin finds Siakam wide open. Pascal misses. Money Mitch taps the rebound to OG. And here come the Knicks. Anunoby to the basket. Layup is good. Knicks within 3. But the Pacers, they're going to have a foul line meltdown in order for the Knicks to have any chance in this one. Halliburton must be fouled out for Indy, though, as he's not checked in. It's going to be Nembhard going to the line. First free throw is good. Not looking good for New York here as Nembhard hits the second. Knicks use their last timeout. OG Anunoby into Brunson. Brunson has room, and he misses it. Mitch the rebound. Back out to Brunson. Yo, Brunson, get in the lab. Work on your threes. It's over. The New York Knicks lose. I was rooting for them so that we could see the matchup, but the Pacers got the best of New York. So it's going to be Wolves, Pacers in the NBA Finals, and I have a feeling I know how this is about to go. I really think Minnesota is going to go back-to-back. Game 1 will go to the Wolves. They win Game 2 as well. Oh, man, they sweep the Finals for the second year in a row. Checking out the playoff stats, of course, Ant was great, but Randall, man, he was incredible. Rob Dillingham was good. DiVincenzo did his thing. And then for the Knicks, Mikal Bridges, the star of the show. Cat was good too. Okay, Mikal wasn't the star of the show, but he did really well. Brunson, of course, was incredible too. But yeah, they need more scoring outside of Bridges, Towns, and Brunson, 100%. That seems to be the issue for New York. The Wolves, they got quite a few guys. DiVincenzo, Randall, Ant. They got Nasri. Do they still have him? Oh, no, they don't have Nasri, but they got Rob Dillingham who can score as well. Mike Conley still hasn't retired. Unc wants to get some more rings. And hey, man, I think the Wolves got a chance to go for the three-peat. As for the New York Knicks, they see Karl-Anthony Towns entering the last year of his contract. So that could be big for them. We'll see if he resigns or what goes down with that. So far, though, 100% looks like the Timberwolves won this trade. And to be honest with y'all, looking at the real-life trade, I really do like it for Minnesota. I know they probably had some concerns over their salary. They're paying out a lot of money to a lot of guys, so trading away Cat for Randall, who's on an expiring deal, saves them some money. And they also get 2 really good players in DiVincenzo and Julius. And they also already had Naz Reid, who did similar things to Cat. He was like a poor man's Karl-Anthony Towns, if you get what I'm saying. I'm not saying Naz Reid is as good as Cat, but he has a similar skill set and he's making a lot less money. So I understand the move for Minnesota. I also get it for the Knicks. They want to get more scoring talent, but Cat is not the best defensive player, so that's something you got to consider. They did need some size in the front court, and I think Cat makes a little more sense at the 5 than Julius Randle does. I don't know. Let me know your all's thoughts on the trade. Maybe I don't really know ball like that. Season is over. Ant is your MVP, averaging 33 points per night. As for the New York Knicks and Jalen Brunson, along with Karl-Anthony Towns, it was a rough season. They fell off, only winning 43 games. Karl-Anthony Towns did extend with the squad, though, which is important. They traded for Bradley Beal. Oh, this team is cooked. I don't know what they're doing right now. We'll see if the Knicks can make some miracle play-in championship run. But the Wolves, they're in a great spot. Rob Dillingham looks like a young star. Julius Randle, he's still playing at a pretty good level. DiVincenzo continuing to hoop. The Wolves could really three-peat. We could have a dynasty on our hands. New York will be taking on the Hornets. This is a beatable team, 100% for the Knicks. And then the Wolves got the Blazers. Honestly, the Blazers don't look bad for an 8 seed. Okay, the Knicks are kind of getting cooked. The Wolves might beat the Blazers. Yeah, they do in 6. And the Knicks, they 4-7 against the Hornets. They were down 3-1. Come on, New York. Oh, no. No. The Knicks have been getting outscored crazy by the Hornets in the 4th. Oh, man, they're down 7. Minute 18 left. Knicks do have possession of the ball. There might be a slight chance here, but things are not looking great. They probably need a 3-pointer. It'll go into Mitchell Robinson. Robinson to Bridges. Now it goes to Brunson. Brunson walks it out to the 3. He's wide open. Yo, Jalen Brunson, man. I know 2K might ban you if you use a Zen, but come on, man. Miles Miles Bridges has the ball. He steps into a three. He misses. Beal with the rebound. Bradley Beal gives it up to Jalen Brunson. Brunson working his way to the basket. Layup is off. Yo, New York, y'all are actually terrible, man. Oh my goodness. 34 from LaMelo. Brunson played well, but again, they just get packed up here in the NBA playoffs. They made a deep run last year, but the other years have been pretty forgettable, to say the least. Oh, the Warriors are still in the mix. What year are we in at this point? 2027? I'm surprised at that. But here we go. Warriors, Wolves, and the Wolves easily beat them. The Clippers, they picked up Luka to play with Kawhi Leonard. Oh, that's crazy. But yeah, I think that the Wolves win these as well. They're up 3-1 in the finals again, taking on the Charlotte Hornets. They have Jimmy. Oh man, I don't know what's going on in this league. Wolves win game 1 and 2. They're up 3-0. They haven't even lost a game in the finals in this video. That's a three-peat for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards, absolutely dominant throughout these playoffs. Julius Randle, we know the type of things he does. And for the New York Knicks, it's the same story. They get the contributions from their big three. Maybe not as much from Karl-Anthony Towns as you'd like, but they still got solid contributions from those guys. They did pick up Vooch, but I don't know, man. Defensively, Vooch and Cat, not the best. They pick up Beal. I think the Knicks, they just don't have a sense of direction right now. They are realizing, man, maybe we made a mistake with the Karl-Anthony Towns trade, and now things aren't looking so good for them. Guys are regressing. The Timberwolves, though, they're in a spot where they could potentially go for their 4th NBA title in a row. We'll see what goes down in this upcoming season's playoffs. Maybe the New York Knicks can have a resurgence this year, but I wouldn't cross my fingers, man. I don't know. Halliburton is your MVP this year. Shout out to Hallie. Anthony Edwards makes the All-NBA third team, averaging 28 points per night. And the Wolves #1 seed again, 61 W's on the season. Rob Dillingham has really helped him. DiVincenzo's still here. Randall is still here as well. They signed him up for even more years. And then Karl-Anthony Towns, Bridges, and Jalen Brunson were great. But yeah, the rest of the team, not so much, as the New York Knicks are in the play-in tournament. They will make the playoffs. We'll see if they can do anything. They're going 7 with the Toronto Raptors. Come on, y'all. I know that voice crack was crazy, bro. Y'all got to bear with me. It is 11:15 p.m., man. I'm tired. I'm trying to get this video out to y'all. But in game 7 against Toronto, this one is close. Yeah, we're about to jump in. It's all tied up. 39 seconds remain. Toronto does have possession of the ball. Ingram is inbounding, not Brandon. I don't know who that dude is. He's wearing number 55. It'll go into Grady Dick. Now it goes to Ingram, to Harrelson. Harrelson to the basket. Layup is off, but Queen is there on the follow. Big dunk, and the Toronto Raptors are up by 2. It's looking like the Knicks season might end in devastating fashion again. Come on, New York. I'm rooting for y'all. My brother's a Knicks fan, so I want to see this team win. He really likes Jalen Brunson. And what was that? The Knicks just wasted their timeout. Shout out to 2K. De'Aaron Fox in a Raptors uniform. Interesting. How do y'all feel about that, Raptors fans? Since we just saw a trade today, how would y'all feel if the Raptors traded for Fox? Hart will give it into Jalen Brunson. Brunson swings it to Bridges. Bridges has been scoring the ball very well for the Knicks. He'll give it back to JB. Brunson, please convert on a shot, man. Brunson working on De'Aaron Fox. Great defense from De'Aaron. Brunson walks it back out to the 3. He's going to have to shoot it soon. No, he'll swing it to Bridges. Tough 3 is off. Queen grabs the board, and the Raptors are going to be headed to the foul line here. Foul shot for Queen is good. Second one for Queen is off. That gives the New York Knicks a chance here. They're going to need a 3 ball to send it to overtime. They find Joe wide open. Joe gets the bounce. I'm trying not to be too loud right now because it's late in the house, man, but Joe just knocked down a huge 3. Normally, I'd be yelling at my mic. 1.8 left. Can the Raptors game the New York Knicks? It goes into Fox way downtown. Oh my gosh, he almost made that. We got overtime. Will the New York Knicks get devastated again in OT, or will they finally persevere in one of these big games? Well, in OT with 18 seconds left, New York is hanging on to their season by a thread. They're down by 4 points. Luke Cornett inbounding. It'll go into Brunson. Knicks probably need a 3. They have 2 timeouts left. Brunson swings it to Joe. Joe just hit a big shot. He misses this one. That'll do it for New York. Man, the Knicks can't catch a break. 34 from Fox. Bridges with 35, but that's not going to cut it. The Knicks are out of here. Meanwhile, the Wolves, their run continues. Round 2, they got the Sacramento Kings. They go ahead and beat them in 5. Conference Finals, it'll be Toronto. The Raptors have loaded up low-key. They got a nice team. It's a 2-2 series. Wolves win game 5. They're out of there in 6. And the Raptors are in the finals. Yeah, it's just the Knicks' luck that they face the team that goes to the finals. But I think the Wolves are going to take care of them easy. Wolves are up 2-1. It's a 2-2 series. Hold on. Game 5 on the way. And Minnesota is going to dominate this one. Yeah, they're going to win another chip. Oh my gosh. 4 in a row in this video. 1 more season on the way. Will the Minnesota Timberwolves go 5 for 5? Or will the Knicks get in the mix and win one? I doubt it. But hey, the Wolves roster just keeps looking better and better. Knicks don't look bad. But yeah, just the depth outside of the big 3. We've talked about it a lot. It isn't great. GG's New York. Y'all are 3-21. Bro, oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, Knicks fans, man. Knicks fans can't have anything. They haven't won a championship since what, like the 70s? And unless my target audience, with all due respect, is old heads, I don't think most of y'all were even around to see that. Season is over with. Dylan Harper wins MVP. Mikey Williams wins, what was that, 6th man of the year? No Timberwolves or Knicks on All-NBA. The New York Knicks, y'all saw, they were absolutely terrible. It's over with for them. I'm sorry. And then the Timberwolves, they did their thing. Randall's not even on the team. They traded him. They still got DiVincenzo, though. Who'd they trade Randall for? Did they trade him for Wiggs? I don't know about that one, bro. But here we go. One last playoff run for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They win round 1 and 2. No way they go 5 for 5. They got the Rockets in the conference finals. Oh my gosh, they're about to go 5 for 5. Maybe not game 7. Here we go. The Wolves are going to the finals. One last one for Minnesota. This is going to be one of the most legendary sims of the year. Oh my goodness, man. Yeah, Minnesota, they're incredible. They won this trade according to 2K. 5 out of 5 championships. It doesn't get any better than that. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. Have a great day. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.